Whenever you feel sad, whenever life feels unfair, and the weight of the world is crushing you, just take a deep breath, because sometimes all it takes is one story to change your life. This is that story. Arv was just 15 years old. He was kind, thoughtful, and had big dreams in his heart. But the world around him had been cruel. His life wasn't filled with toys or comforts. It was filled with struggles, responsibilities, and silence. When he was 8, he lost his father. He remembered that rainy day so clearly. People dressed in white. His mother's trembling hand clutching his. And the moment they lowered his father into the ground, something inside Arv broke. He didn't cry. He didn't scream. He just froze. From that day on, Arv's childhood ended. His mother worked as a maid in a rich family's house. She washed dishes for hours, cleaned floors that sparkled more than their future ever could. Her fingers cracked from the soap, but she never complained. Every night she came home, smiled at Arv, and served him whatever little food they had. Arv, in return, tried to study hard. He believed that education would change things. But even school wasn't kind to him. He walked every morning in torn clothes and worn-out shoes. The soles had holes. When it rained, his socks soaked up water like a sponge. Kids pointed and laughed. "Hey, looks like someone forgot to change their shoes since kindergarten. Did you walk through a war zone or what?" He ignored them, not because it didn't hurt, but because he had gotten used to it. One day, in class, the teacher asked a question. Arv raised his hand. He had studied all night for this. But the teacher looked right past him and picked another boy, the son of a rich businessman. The boy gave a wrong answer, but still got praised. Arv slowly lowered his hand, and with it, his hope. That day after school, Arv didn't take the short route home. He walked slowly, head down, dragging his feet. The weight of everything, poverty, loneliness, invisibility, it was all too heavy. He ended up at the park and sat on a bench. His eyes welled up with tears, and for the first time in a long while, he cried. Silently, no sobs, just tears rolling down his face. An old man passed by and noticed him. The man had kind eyes and walked slowly with a cane. Without saying a word, he sat beside Arv. Minutes passed in silence. Then the man gently said, "You know, when I was your age, I sat on this same bench, feeling exactly like you do now." Arv looked up, confused. The old man smiled. "I didn't have a home. I begged for food. One day, I stood on a bridge, wondering if I should keep going or just end it all." Arv listened, stunned. But just as I was about to step forward, the man continued, a little girl tugged my shirt and asked, "Uncle, do you have any food? I had one piece of bread. That's all. But I gave it to her." She smiled. That one smile, it pulled me back. It reminded me that even if I had nothing, I could still give something. That moment changed everything. Arv sat quietly. That story, it felt like hope. The old man continued, "I found a job cleaning tables. I read books from the trash. I saved every rupee. Over the years, I opened a tea stall, then a small shop, then a school for kids like me." He looked at Arv and smiled. "You don't need to have it all to begin. You just need one reason to try." Then, the man pulled out an old notebook. The edges were worn, and the cover was faded. He handed it to Arv. "This notebook saved me," he said. "Every day I wrote down 3 things. Something I was grateful for, something kind I did, and something I learned. Try. Your story isn't over yet. It's just beginning." He gently patted Arv's shoulder and slowly walked away into the setting sun. That night, Arv lit a candle. He opened the notebook, and he wrote, "Grateful for Mom's smile. Helped, fed a hungry dog with my lunch. Learned, pain doesn't break you, it teaches you." Every day, he added new entries. Some were simple, some were deep, but they all mattered. He took a job at a printing shop. He studied at night. He helped his mom more. Slowly, his life began to shift, not because the world changed, but because his mind did. Arv stopped waiting for big miracles. He started seeing small victories. And step by step, those small things built a new path. 10 years passed. Arv was no longer that quiet, broken boy. He was a man now, working in an office. Still humble, still kind, but more than that, he had started something beautiful. Every evening he taught poor kids for free. Kids just like him. He gave them books, shared stories, and more than anything, he gave them hope. One evening as he walked through the park, he saw a boy sitting on that same bench, crying. Arif smiled. He walked over, sat beside him, and gently said, "You know, when I was your age, I sat on this very bench, feeling exactly like you do now." That night, Arif went home and opened the old notebook. It was filled now. Pages full of lessons, smiles, heartbreaks, kindness, and dreams. On one page, in his younger handwriting, it read, "Maybe life isn't about becoming someone else. Maybe it's about becoming who you were always meant to be." He looked up at the sky. Stars twinkled above him, and he smiled, because he knew this story wasn't just his. It belonged to everyone who had ever felt lost and found their way back. To everyone who had ever fallen and gotten back up. To everyone who believed that even one small act of kindness could change everything. So, if you're feeling sad today, remember, your story isn't over. This is just a chapter. A beautiful plot twist is waiting. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. You matter. And sometimes, one story really can change a life.